Hello friends, welcome to EPG Pathshala. I am Pooja Vijay from Department of Zoology, University of Delhi. Today we are talking about module number 8, mobile DNA elements in eukaryotes. Now let's start with the introduction. Transposable elements, also known as transposons or jumping genes, are the DNA segments which have ability to move from one location to another location on the same chromosome or different chromosome, and finally results in their insertion at various locations within the genome. Many different kinds of transposons have been reported in prokaryotic and eukaryotic organisms, including bacteria, fungi, protists, plant and animals. These elements have noteworthy contribution in the genetic composition of organisms. For instance, more than 40% of the human genome is consisted of transposons. Transposable elements of different organisms have diversity in their structures and behavior of transposition. Now, there are different types of transposons. Although each kind of transposable element has its own special characteristics, but most of them can be classified into following three main categories based on the mechanism of transposition. Now, the first type is cut and paste transposon. In this mechanism, the transposon element is physically cut out from one position of a chromosome and pasted either on a new position of the same chromosome or on a different chromosome. The excision and insertion of the element is accomplished by an enzyme called transposase, which is generally encoded by the gene present on the transposon itself. For example, ACDS elements in maize and P elements in Drosophila. Now, the second type of transposon is replicative transposons. In this kind of transposons, element is replicated and with the help of transposase encoded by the element is inserted on the site. The transposon element would remain at the original position and another copy formed by the replication is inserted on the new site. As there is a net gain of one new copy, this mechanism is called replicative transposition, and elements belonging to this category are known as replicative transposons. These transposons are present in prokaryotes only. Now, the third type of transposons are retrotransposons. In this, reverse transcriptase enzyme synthesizes DNA from the RNA present on the transposon and is inserted on the new position. This mechanism is reverse of the usual genetic information flow direction, therefore called as retrotransposition, and the elements belonging to this category are referred as retrotransposons. Now, these retrotransposons having relationship to retroviruses which also utilize reverse transcription are called as retrovirus. These retrovirus like elements and other elements are called as retroposons. Now, transposons can be classified as either autonomous or non-autonomous. If transposons can move by themselves, they are called autonomous. On the other hand, if transposons are unable to move on their own and depend on other transposons for their movement, they are called as non-autonomous. As they lack transposase or reverse transcriptase encoding genes which are required for transposition. Now, the discovery of these transposons. Barbara McClintock for the first time discovered transposable elements in eukaryotes in maize by genetic analysis and show that these elements' activities are responsible for the stripping and spotting of maize kernels. She discovered the AC and DS elements by studying chromosome breakage and using genetic markers, which controlled the color of maize kernels. When a particular marker was lost, color of the allurin layer, which is the outermost layer of the triploid endosperm of maize kernels, changed, and McClintock inferred that the chromosome segment on which the marker was located had also been lost, which was an indication that a chromosome breakage event had occurred. McClintock named the factor that is responsible for chromosome breaks as DS for dissociation. Furthermore, it was found that DS factor need to be stimulated by another factor called AC for activator for inducing breaks in chromosomes. In other words, it can be said that DS is a non-autonomous element and AC is an autonomous element. It was also found by McClintock that when one of the elements AC or DS is inserted adjacent to a functional gene, either its function is altered or it becomes completely non-functional. As these transposons affected gene expression, McClintock called the AC and DS transposons as controlling elements. Now, the examples of cut and paste transposons. Number 1 is AC and DS elements in Ziamase. Structurally, AC elements have 4563 nucleotide pairs, which are bounded by long inverted repeats of 11 nucleotide pairs. These repeats are important for transposition. Each AC element is also flanked by 8 nucleotide pairs long direct repeats, which are created at the time of AC element insertion into the new position. These direct repeats are called target site duplications. In contrast to AC elements, DS elements are diverse structurally. All of them have inverted terminal repeats as AC elements have, indicating both of these elements belong to the same transposon family, but internal sequences of DS elements vary. Some of DS elements were originated from the AC elements by loss of internal sequences, and other DS elements have non-AC DNA. The DS elements having non-AC DNA are called aberrant DS elements. There is also a third type of DS elements in which one DS element is inserted into another DS element in an inverted orientation and called double DS elements. Now, excision and transposition of AC DS elements from one position to new position is carried out by a transposase encoded by the AC elements. The AC transposase interacts with sequences at or near the ends of AC and DS elements, catalyzing their movement. However, DS elements do not have transposase encoding gene, so they are dependent on the transposase encoded by AC elements. Transposons related to the AC DS elements have also been reported in other species including animals. Now, next type of cut and paste transposons are hobo elements of Drosophila. Hobo elements have short inverted repeats at their termini. Hobo element is 3 kb element. Hobo family has two types of elements. One type consists of 3 kb long autonomous elements and other types are smaller deletion derivatives or defective elements. 3 kb elements are functionally active as they can encode transposase and capable of transpose from one position to another. On the other hand, defective elements do not have transposase encoding gene and dependent on the 3 kb autonomous elements for transposition. Autonomous hobo elements have several interesting features. They have a 1.9 kb open reading frame downstream from potential Tata and CAT sequences. This sequences is also used for the insertion of one hobo element in the other and result in the formation of internal deletion derivative. Hobo elements produce germline abnormalities referred to as hybrid dysgenesis. Now, the another type is piggy bank transposon in moth. The piggy bank transposon was originally isolated from the cabbage looper moth Trichoplusiani in the 1980s. It is a 2475 base pair long autonomous mobile element. At both the ends, 13 base pair terminal inverted repeats are present. 1.8 kb open reading frame between the sub-terminal inverted repeats encodes the 594 amino acid transposase. Now, transposition of piggy bank transposon has two unique features. Firstly, there is no requirement of DNA synthesis. Mobilization of many conventional DNA transposons results in target site duplication. Now, the next type is P elements in Drosophila. In 1977, Margaret and James Kidwell found that crosses between P and M strains of Drosophila resulted in the hybrid dysgenesis, which means a deterioration in quality. The hybrids produced had high mutation rates, chromosome breakage and sterility. It was found that dysgenic hybrids were produced only when male was from strain P. On the basis of these crosses and their results, Kidwell and her colleagues suggested that certain genetic factors are present on the strain P chromosome, which get activated only when they enter eggs of M strain females and leads to chromosome breakage and mutations. Later on, it was found that transposon elements are responsible for hybrid dysgenesis. They are called as P elements as they are present only in P strain genomes in multiple copies at various locations. Structurally, P elements are diverse. Largest P element have 2907 nucleotide pairs including 31 nucleotide repeats. There are two types of P elements, complete and incomplete P elements. Complete P elements have a transposase encoding gene, whereas incomplete P elements are unable to encode transposase as some internal sequences are missing. However, incomplete P elements can move from one location to the another location with the help of transposase and coding by complete P elements. P elements can only transpose in germline cells because somatic cells are unable to encode a functional transposase as there is no removal of an intron from the P element's pre-mRNA. Therefore, hybrid dysgenesis is confined to germlines only. Germline cells also have the ability to minimize the effect of P elements. This involves formation of small RNA molecules derived from P elements itself. These RNA molecules form complex with PV proteins in P females. So, these RNAs are also designated as piRNAs. As these RNAs are transferred maternally, these explain why progeny of crosses between P females and M males and between P females and P males do not suffer from hybrid dysgenesis. Now, next type are mariner elements. These transposable elements were first detected in Drosophila mauritiana by Jacobson and Hartle during an analysis of mutations in white gene. About 20 to 30 copies of the 1.3 kb marinal element were present in that strain. It has been shown that trans-acting factor called MOS1 is required for marinal element transposition. These have been found in different organisms including ciliates, fungi, plants and animals like nematodes, arthropods, fish, frogs and humans. Now, TC1 marinal elements are about 1300 to 2400 base pair in length. These elements contain a single open reading frame having transposase enzyme encoding gene which is flanked by terminal inverted repeats. Terminal inverted repeats have transposase enzyme binding site and their length vary in different members of the family. TC1 and TC3 best characterized transposons reported in C. elegans and belonging to TC1 mariner superfamily. Now, the next type of cut and paste transposons are Sleeping Beauty in salmon. The Sleeping Beauty transposon is simple structurally. It has a single transposase encoding gene which is required for transposition, which is flanked by terminal inverted repeats IRs containing binding sites for the transposase. This transposon moves by cut and paste process. First of all, transposase binds to the site within the transposon IRs. A synaptic complex is formed in which the two ends of the elements are paired and held together by transposase subunits. Transposon is excised from its donor site and integrated at the new target site. Now, the next type of transposons are retrotransposons. In this, eukaryotic genomes contain other transposable elements which are called as retrotransposons, as they are moved from one location to another by the mechanism of reverse transcription, that is, synthesis of DNA from RNA by reverse transcriptase enzyme. This kind of genetic flow also occurs in the retroviruses, which has RNA as their genetic material. Now, retrotransposons having relationship to retroviruses are called as retrovirus-like elements, and other elements are called as retroposons. Now, these retrovirus-like elements have been reported in different eukaryotes, which includes yeast, plants and animals. All transposons of this category have same basic structure, despite of the differences in their size and nucleotide sequence. There is a central coding region which codes for generally less number of genes, mainly two homologous to GAG and pol genes of retroviruses. These two genes encode protein which play an important role in transposition of retrovirus-like elements. Long terminal repeats or LTRs oriented in same direction are present outside the coding region, which in turn bounded by short inverted repeats. Retrovirus-like elements are sometimes called LTR, retrotransposons, because of presence of LTRs. Now, these type of retrotransposons are TY1 transposon of the yeast Saccharomyces cerevisiae. TY1 transposon from the yeast Saccharomyces cerevisiae is one best studied retrovirus-like elements. About 35 copies of the TY1 element exist in the genome of most Saccharomyces cerevisiae strains. TY1 transposon is about 5.9 kb pairs long, having about 340 base pairs long LTRs. When this transposon insert at new site, it causes target site duplication of about 5 base pair. TY1 elements have two genes TYA and TYB, homologous to the GAG and pol genes of the retroviruses respectively in their coding region. During transposition process, first of all, RNA is synthesized, which in the next step is used as template for synthesis of double-stranded DNA by reverse transcriptase enzyme encoded by the TYB gene. This newly synthesized DNA then moves to the nucleus so that it can insert somewhere in the genome, creating a new copy of TY1 element. Now, the next type is Copia and Gypsy elements of Drosophila. First, retrovirus-like elements to be identified from Drosophila is Copia. It has structural similarity to that of TY1 element of the yeast Saccharomyces cerevisiae. Another retrovirus-like element which has been reported from Drosophila is gypsy. This element is larger in size as compared to copia element because of presence of an additional gene homologous to ENV gene of retroviruses. Structurally, there are differences in the copia and gypsy elements of Drosophila. In copia element, there is a single long operon reading frame, whereas in gypsy, there are 3 different coding regions. If these reading frames are observed in detail, different components are found. For example, LTR, the long terminal repeats, polyadenylation site, GAG, which is major core particle structural protein, nucleic acid binding motif, INT, which is integrase gene, RT, which is reverse transcriptase, RNase H, ENV, which is enveloped glycoprotein gene. Now, next type are retroposones. The retroposones are also known as non-LTR retrotransposones, as they do not have inverted or direct repeats at their ends. These are found in diverse organisms and are widely distributed. F, G and I elements of Drosophila belong to this class of transposons. They move from one location to the another through an RNA molecule, which is reverse transcribed into the DNA by enzyme reverse transcriptase, which is encoded by transposon itself. They create target site duplication and at one end have homogeneous sequence of A to T base pairs, indicating they origin from poly A tail of retroposon RNA. In Drosophila, special retroposones are found at the ends at telomeres of chromosomes, help in maintaining the complete chromosome after successive cell divisions. Now, next is transposons in humans. The human genome has diverse array of transposons. About 44% of total human genome derived from transposons. Different transposons contribute to the genome of human. For example, retrovirus-like elements 8%, retroposones 33% and several families of transposons that transpose by a cut and paste mechanism 3%. The principal transposable element in human genome is called retroposon called L1. It belongs to long interspersed nuclear elements or lines. These are class of sequences. Structurally complete L1 elements are about 6 kb long, have an internal promoter which is recognized by RNA polymerase II. L1 elements have 2 open reading frames, ORF1 and ORF2. A nucleic acid binding protein is encoded by ORF1 and ORF2 encodes a protein having endonuclease and their 5' terminus, and they are transpositionally inactive also. Both complete and incomplete L1 elements are usually flanked by a short target site duplication. About 3000 to 5000 complete L1 elements and more than 500,000 incomplete L1 elements are present in human genome. There is another second most abundant class of transposons in the human genome called short interspersed nuclear elements or SINEs. They are small in size as compared to lines. They are less than 400 base pair and do not encode any proteins. A ratio T base pairs are present at one end like other retroposones. They transpose by reverse transcription of an RNA that transcribe from an internal promoter. Transposition mechanism of SINEs is not well understood. It is predicted that SINEs depend on lines for their transposition and insertion in genome. It seems that lines RNA is reverse transcribed into DNA by lines encoded reverse transcriptase. In other words, it can be said that SINEs are parasites on complete lines. Now, the next type of transposons are helitrons. Helitrons are the eukaryotic rolling circle transposable elements firstly discovered in Arabidopsis thaliana, Oryza stiva and in C. elegans. Structurally, helitrons are asymmetric. They do not generate target site duplications as in case of mostly transposons. They have palindromic sequences in the form of hairpin of about 11 base pair long at the 3' end and integrate in the host genome at 80 dinucleotide. Helitrons may be autonomous or non-autonomous as reported in case of other transposons. The main enzyme encoded by autonomous helitrons are rolling circle replication initiator (REP) and DNA helicase (HEL). The REP helicase protein have zinc finger motifs for binding to the DNA. Plant helitrons also contain replication protein A. Now, the next type of transposons are mavericks. Mavericks are also known as polytones, are very large transposons having long terminal inverted repeats. They can synthesize multiple proteins and most of them are related to double-stranded DNA viruses, including a B-type DNA polymerase. They can amplify at a very large rate and therefore contribute to massive genome expansion. Now, the significance of these transposons are that there is an evolutionary and genetic significance of transposons existence. They lead to large scale structural changes of DNA, epigenetic modification, allelic diversity and formation of new genes and regulatory sequences, emergence of new coding and non-coding material. They have a good contribution to expansion of genome and alteration of gene functions. They have an important role in attracting the cellular machinery which is responsible for formation and maintenance of heterochromatin. Transposons are potential insertional mutagens. Movement of transposons from one position to new position leads to mutation of genes as well as chromosomes abbreviations. Mutagenesis with transposons is advantageous as compared to other traditional methods of inducing mutations. A gene mutated by this method is tagged with transposon whose sequence is known and this can be subsequently used by transposon as probe. This is called mutagenesis by transposon tagging and is preferred and standard technique for inducing mutations. They are also contribute to genetic diversity because if crossing over occurs between paired transposons, it results in chromosome rearrangements, duplications and deletions. If two or more identical transposons are present in the genome, they are potential sites for recombination between the transposons, leading to duplications, deletions, inversions or chromosome translocations. These kind of rearrangements may bring about phenotypic changes or diseased condition. There are certain evidences which suggest that transposons have a significant role in chromosome structure evolution as evident by cytological studies of Drosophila by John Lim. Several Drosophila transposons have been used for the formation of chromosome rearrangements and some found to rearrange chromosomes at high frequencies. If homologous transposons having same orientation are present at different locations on the same chromosome and crossing over takes place between them, region of chromosome between the transposomes gets deleted. Transposons on different chromosomes can also take part in crossing over. They are responsible for alteration of genes and chromosomes which leads to variations and finally the evolution. Now, the overall summary is that transposons are mobile DNA segments as they can move from one location to the new location and therefore designated as jumping genes. Different kinds of transposons have been reported from prokaryotes and eukaryotes. On the basis of transposition mechanisms, they have been categorized into three classes broadly, that is cut and paste transposons, replicative transposons and retrotransposons. Autonomous transposons are able to move on their own, whereas non-autonomous depends on other transposons for their movement. Transposons were discovered by Barbara McClintock as AC and DS elements in maize, which are responsible for stripping and spotting of maize kernels. AC and DS elements in maize, P elements, hobo elements, marinal pigments in Drosophila, piggyback in moth, and sleeping beauty in salmon are example of cut and paste transposons. These transposons cut from one place and pasted on the new place with the help of transposase enzyme encoded by transposon. These transposons differ structurally from each other as well as in the transposition mechanism. Replicative transposons are found mainly in prokaryotes. Retrotransposons accomplish their movement by mechanism of reverse transcription. They fall into two categories, that is retrovirus-like elements and retroposons. TY1 in yeast and Copia and Gypsy in Drosophila belongs to retrovirus-like elements, whereas F, G and I elements, telomeric retroposons in Drosophila and lines and signs in humans are example of retroposons. There are other transposons like helitrons and mavericks whose transposition mechanism is totally different from cut and paste transposons and retrotransposons. Helitrons move from one place to another place by rolling circle method, whereas mavericks are self-replicating. There is a genetic and evolutionary significance of transposons occurrence. They lead to formation of new genes, regulatory sequences, mutations, allelic diversity, deletions, duplications, increase in heterochromatin expansion and contraction of genome, diversification of species. Consequently, they play major role in evolutionary process. They lead to formation of new genes, regulatory sequences, mutations, allelic diversity, deletions, duplications, increase in heterochromatin expansion and contraction of genome, diversification of species. Consequently, they play major role in evolutionary process. Thank you.